Hi everybody, so this is the third day of me video blogging and talking about my head wraps. It's really late. It's actually after midnight, so this blog is a couple of minutes overdue. But I've been at my parents-in-law's place all night, so that is why. This was kind of a rough day. Started out with me breaking my phone and ended with, or it hasn't ended yet, but we had to take the bus home instead of the train, so we were a bit later than we thought. My glasses out. Today's inspiration is Saint Birgitta of Vadstena. She has a namesday today, or Birgitta is the name today. So I thought, why not talk about her? So I've taken inspiration from the nuns in the order of Birgitta, and they have a black veil and a white cross crown with red fabric in it. I don't have any red on because I didn't know what to do with it, so I have just black pashmina and then my favorite headband, my only headband, white lace one. I tried to do a real wrap, but I had forgotten how to do it, and I was very stressed out this morning, so that's why I didn't have time to redo it. And then it's just been hanging on the whole day. Anyway, Saint Birgitta was a quite interesting lady. I read up about her, and she from early on wanted to be a nun, or at least live in celibacy. And she was quite hard in her judgment against the king and the queen. They were her friends, and she scolded them quite harsh. So that's kind of interesting. I think that the story about Birgitta is quite interesting. I mean, there you have a strong woman with power and the ability to travel and so on. She went to Rome and she went to the Holy Land, and she was out and about in a way that perhaps women weren't really. I don't know. I'm not a historian, so but it's quite obviously that she was very privileged, and she could afford traveling, and she could afford being a pain in the ass, probably, because she was wealthy and she had that opportunity, and she could, in a sense, she felt a calling to be live in celibacy and become a nun, and be a founder of an order. And she could do all that because she had the money and the influence and the resources, both economic resources but also the social resources that you need. And that makes her interesting, but also, I mean, not everybody had those kind of resources, and not everybody has those kind of resources. It's easy to say that she could live her dream, or in some ways she couldn't, because she didn't want to get married to her husband, even if because she was forced into it. She was a woman. She didn't have any say in that. But it took, I think, 8 years or something before they started having children. So at least according to Wikipedia, she was successful in talking him into celibacy the first 8 years. I don't know if I believe that. I might be the case, but it's hard to say. Today, in modern society, we often hear that people can do whatever they want, and that people are like the masters of their own fate and so on. And yeah, I strongly believe that you can influence some things in your life, but you can't influence everything, and not all people are born with the same opportunities and resources to be able to succeed. I think that is important to remember, that we are very much in the Western society. A lot of us are privileged, just the fact that we are born here or we live here. That we have had the opportunity to live in, for example, a world or a society without war. And that means a lot. The fact that the fact that I could have a higher education, and I can read and I can swim and I can do all those things, and I have opportunity to express myself and talk and do all those things is a privilege. And it's easy when you're tired and life is hard and life isn't perhaps what you wanted it to be, to forget that you are privileged. And it's important to just sometimes take a step back and listen to others that aren't privileged in the same way. And yeah, I think that is maybe what we want to say about this day. And about the saint, I'm very tired. Tomorrow is Wednesday, or today, 10 minutes past midnight. And I think we said that we were going to do Baby Wearing Week, International Baby Wearing Week. Something sporty. I don't know. But that means I can talk about sports tomorrow. And that is fun, because I'm such a sporty person. Yay! Actually, I'm not. I don't really like sports. But I think I actually have something to say about exercising and modesty. Or at least, what do I wear to the gym? So have a good night, get some sleep, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Over and out.